Today on Nevadia Translates Andrew Tate. Ooh, yeah. Let me suck that long, round, thick... cigar. Yes, cigar. This should trigger her. This should trigger her.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do.
I'm controversial, everyone. I'm controversial. Please listen to me. I'm really controversial.
But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta
needs to know I have titties. Look at my boobies, everyone. Look at them.
that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs.
I'm really smart. Remember when I said I was so smart? I was too smart to read books, and that reading books was for stupid people and not smart people like me because I'm really smart. I'm actually so smart that I know the difference between dinosaurs and plankton.
Have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange.
Please understand, everyone, I don't actually think that her email address is smalldickenergygetalife.com, and it was clearly not a jab at my fragile masculinity, which I don't have. You know, I am very strong and comfortable in my masculinity, which is totally why I'm currently recording this video, because I have very large dick energy, like massive, very large. How can I not have large dick energy? I know it's not her email and that I haven't emailed a list of my cars to her at all. Why do I keep getting an undeliverable message back? It's clearly her email address, and yet it's coming back undeliverable. I know it's right. I've checked it 4 times. She needs to know how many cars I have and how expensive they are, and she really needs to know.
I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is.
Ha 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 ha. Another example of my original and cutting wit. It's not like those libs haven't heard the "did you assume my gender" joke 100,000 times before, because it's clearly an original joke, and I am witty and smart, and I will show those libs because I am so funny. Oh, ha 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 ha.
I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled. Thank you.
You know what? These pizza boxes will not have any significance in my life at all within the next 24 hours. None whatsoever.
So I'm not actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix.
Now, allow me to explain to the entire world how I, a person who never even finished high school, is so much smarter than the 98% of the world's climate scientists. Because I'm smart and have woken up to the woke left's Matrix propaganda, and I have no concept of the fact that Matrix was actually filmed as a trans allegory by the Wachowski sisters. Brothers, because I'm a transphobic piece of shit.
She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down.
You see, Greta has no autonomy, volition, or free will of her own, and totally didn't decide by herself in the protests outside the government, even though I suppose she did mention it multiple times in interviews. You see, she is a woman and a liar, and therefore I know she's incapable of making her own decisions or read, because she's stupid, because she reads, and only smart people don't read, like me, who wrote a book that nobody bought. So obviously dumb people read because nobody read mine, and the people who follow me are really smart, unlike dumb people who read.
And convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot.
Not only am I so smart that I know the difference between dinosaurs and algae, I also know that global warming is caused by the sun. Yep, that's it. It's all about the sun. It is not at solemn minimum being cold. It's the freaking sun. That's what the readers say. Them and the astrophysics degrees have nothing over me, the guy who probably thinks alpha radiation is the most powerful type. And also, a lot of them are probably women just being stupid, getting in because of the affirmative action. Some of them are probably trans and they, them, and attack helicopter. Ugh, it's so clearly just the sun. Also, I have amazing insight on how taxes work because progressive tax brackets aren't a staple in most countries in the world. And I absolutely know that mitigating climate change won't save trillions of dollars despite what those economists think. And I also know that the fact that the fossil fuels are cheaper than 62% of renewable energy, not the other way around. Despite what all of the people who read books say, I know better than them, because reading books is for dumb people and I'm really smart and I'm no longer in the Matrix.
And then, because I called her out on it, the global Matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet and all this bot commenting to try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick in her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson.
Yeah, I called her out on being brainwashed. She's a woman. They always get brainwashed. Now, let me explain to you how millions of people are actually bots and I'm being attacked by the global Matrix.
Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show.
Oh, and she has a small dick and she absolutely was not referring to me because I sent her an email but it keeps bouncing back and I really need to know how much money I have.
But now I know, at least, that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter.
Yeah, Greta is clearly full of hate and I'm totally not bitter, and I'm really amazing with women and not at all a sexual predator and definitely not a human trafficker, which is why I'm currently eating pizza in Romania. This will have absolutely no impact whatsoever on my life at all within the next 24 hours.
Sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, a little hat, shivering.
Ha 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 ha. I made a joke about her being cold because she doesn't have the heating on because renewable energy doesn't exist at all. I'm so funny, the joke about how she'll be uncomfortable because please, I'm so funny. Please believe I'm funny. I really am funny. I don't have small dick energy.
Use my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
How ridiculous is it that somebody had to use Twitter in exactly the same way that Twitter was designed to be used? Especially her. How dare she? Oh my God, I'm so original. She's never heard that joke before. Anyway, thank you, Elon. I really appreciate you spending the $44 billion to allow me back onto Twitter. I really missed using social media. Anyway, I know I'm going to be using it a bit more in the future, so hang around for me and I will be back. Was that a knock at the door?